Hey, it's Jason Creel. You know, for about the past 18 months, I've been using Yardbook for my lawn care software. I know some of you do too. And maybe you've heard, but Yardbook is now coming out with some new features. So the purpose of this video is to talk about the new features, let you know what they are and how you can use them in a business and decide if it's going to be a fit for you. So first of all, let's go over the features and then we'll talk about how we can use them in our business. So the features are one and two I want to group together, and that's just the ability to send bulk email or text messages. So, you know, you think about it from a communication standpoint. Let's say you wake up one morning, it's raining, and so you need to send a bulk message out to all your customers for that day, or possibly for the rest of the week, letting them know that the service is going to be delayed one day due to the weather. Well, now you can do so within Yardbook. The other thing is I'm thinking about it from a marketing standpoint. For example, I'm trying to sign more people up for fire ant control. So I'm wanting to send out a mass message saying, hey, 50% off your first granular fire ant treatment. You know, or we're trying to, in the spring, sometimes we want to send out a pre-season letter, just letting people know, you know, the season's coming up. If you want to prepay for the year, here's a 5% discount. But now these are some things you can do. Instead of doing it with a letter, you can do, you know, an email or text message. So, you know, I think that's good features. The other thing is the GPS tracking is another one. So it works like this, and maybe you've seen this on some other software, but basically, if you're, if you got the Android app for Yardbook, let's say your employee is completing the jobs within the Android app for Yardbook, then now it creates a point to where you can, you know, track your employees, see how the day's progressing. Another feature they've come out with, and this is one that I did a video about recently, about struggling collecting payments, you know, just having more and more people paying late. And it was actually a YouTube subscriber who left a comment and told me about this feature on Yardbook. So the feature is the ability to be able to send automated invoice reminders. You know, so if you're like me and payments are coming in late, you have a feature like this. So it works like this, and I've played around with it, but basically you can set up as many reminders as you want, and you can set them to say what you want and to go be delivered on the day that you want. So, for example, let's say your invoices are sent out and they're net 30 is when they're due. Well, you can have it set up to where Yardbook will automatically send them an invoice 5 days before they're due, 5 days after they're due, 10 days after they're due, 30 days after they're due, you know, whatever time you want, and you can make the message say what you want. And why I think this is helpful, yes, sometimes you still, after a while, you may have to pick up the phone and call that customer and say, hey, you know, I didn't receive the payment last time. Would you mind leaving a check, or could you, you know, get that payment in? And that's part of the business. But if you can cut down on that number of phone calls by having an automatic email sent to them, and sometimes it can be a little less offensive. You know, you send that message and it comes in as a courteous invoice reminder, as opposed to you calling them directly and confronting them about not paying. So that's a nice feature. And the last one I want to mention is the multi-step program. So if you're like me and you do weed control and fertilization, that's a nice feature because, you know, let's look at it from my business. I do 6 treatments a year. Well, now I can go in and set up those 6 treatments, what they are, and apply those 6 treatments to a customer, you know, and set it up as a multi-step program for that particular customer, for a number of customers. And let's say one customer only wants 4 treatments. Well, I can go in and say, well, this one only wants 4 treatments, and it's treatments 1, 3, 5, and 6, you know, and so that gives you the ability to customize those programs. So these are the features that are coming out in Yardbook. These are premium features. As you know, Yardbook's free, and these features are going to be a monthly fee, and so there'll be a trial period for these features to try out, and then there is a promo code lawn care business. So when these features come out, you go in, use your trial period, enter lawn care business, get an additional 4 months. The way I look at it is, it's just like buying equipment. You know, people ask me all the time, what kind of mower should I buy? I'm just starting out. Well, my advice is, obviously it depends on what kind of money you have and, you know, to invest. But let's say you're starting a lawn business and you want to, you're looking to buy a lawnmower, or maybe you've been doing it part-time and you've got 10 customers. Well, to somebody who says, I've got 10 customers, what kind of lawnmower should I get? I would say, well, you know what, with 10 customers, you might just get a push mower. Just see if you like the lawn business. You may find it's not for you, you know, or go buy a used zero turn, maybe for $2,000 or $3,000. I mean, just something to get you going. But I would kind of advise them not to go spend $12,000 on a brand new zero turn for 10 customers. Now, let's say you've got 500 customers and you're running multiple crews and you're mowing, you know, a lot of lawns. Well, at that point, it makes sense to spend money on a better, faster, more powerful mower that's going to increase your productivity and ultimately make you more money, not cost you more money. And so software is really the same way. I mean, for some of you, the free version is what makes sense. You know, when I started my business, I moved to a new town, started my business 18 months ago, it made sense to use Yardbook for free. But now as my business grows and I'm trying to cut down on office work, I want to, you know, be in the field more, or be marketing more, doing things that, you know, increase my bottom line, then, you know, then sometimes for some of you these features may make sense. So, you know, I think it's just worth trying out, see if you like them, put them to use, and then after trial period, you say, you know, see if they are fit for your business. So anyway, features should be coming out soon from Yardbook. I'm looking forward to trying them myself. Thanks.